But yeah, let's move on to Fright Nights.
Mhm.
So Fright Nights, we have 3 mazes. We have Stitches. We have, which is the new one for this year, which is about the toy maker. Very like, I don't know. It's very like what's it called?
Collector.
No, it gives me like.
Coraline. It gives
See,
me
you're saying
Coraline
that, but
vibes.
I
Kind
don't
of
think
Coraline
I
vibes.
don't
Yeah.
think Coraline. I know it's the buttons for eyes and stuff, but I
Which
see it more like.
freaks me out, by the way. That is not a child's film.
See, I
She's really
I
not.
think I think like I really get Coraline vibes from like the Attic and Curse.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, Curse, definitely.
'Cause
By the
it's
way, I took
got-
my sister on Curse for the first time the other day, and she shot a brick.
Is she really?
Honest to God, I've never known it. She was the whole thing like this and just jumped. Made worse by the fact that we broke down in the trommel and had to sit there for 10 minutes, and she nearly vomited on herself.
Oh my God, you broke down in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, she has
wow.
motion sickness, so that wrote her
Oh,
right
God.
off.
That would have
Yes.
fucking ruined me for like the week. That
It was awful.
No.
So the Stitches one that gives me a Friday Night at Freddy's vibes. I think just because you keep seeing that Teddy with like the messed up face and
I
stuff.
I can see it.
I really
Yeah.
think they're trying to lean into that
Mhm.
IP a little bit, if I'm honest. Like with the teddy bears and stuff. But like the promos and stuff for it have got me pretty excited for it. Like
Yeah,
it will
I
get-
was really enjoying the build up for Fright Nights compared to Scarefest this year.
No, I'm the
See, like,
same. I haven't been to Fright Nights for like the last 2 years because I've not really felt the need. Nothing's really excited me. But this year is the first year in a few years where I thought, actually, I do really want to go and give it a go.
So 2021 was the last time we went. That was when trailers was new, and we did trailers
I've
quite
never
a few
done trailers.
times. We did it out of season as well at the ScareCon thing.
Yeah.
I liked the premise of trailers, but my issue with trailers was unless you're at the front, you don't see any of them, any of the scares, because they're all like elaborate set pieces, like a dentist chair and like the bed. That like as soon as the scare happens, if you're at the back, which we were in our first run through, like they didn't reset. So like
The room's just dead, yeah.
the room's just dead,
Yeah.
and then the actors out of their location where they scared the first people. And you know what? That wasn't. I don't think that was the maze's fault. I think that was the batching fault. Like we did it in the daytime. We queued up 5 minutes for it. This is the tip. If you're going to go to Thorpe Park, please do it in the daytime because you'll get through it very quick. As soon as the nighttime hits, it's like hour queues, and
That's
also
why I've not been.
and I'll
That's
always
why
say
the tickets this year for pass holders, if you do the between 3 and 6 p.m. entry, it's like £19 for the free mazes.
Wow.
After that, it's 30 quid. There is no discount on an evening.
There is 0 point of doing them at night. There's no reason because you're just
They're
going
all
to be
indoors,
waiting.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're all indoors.
Yeah,
It's,
all
it's the
indoors.
same with towers, though. You get that there. Like it's dead during the day, then at evening
Exactly.
you're waiting
But-
friggin' ages, and you think I've gone before and got through them all within an hour.
And the bonus is
just before
the
it
bonus
goes
is
dark, I like
if you do them
just before.
If you do them in the daytime, like full on daytime, it will be a better run through because your eyes are not used to dark. So you go into a maze, it's pitch black, it's
dark,
scarier. Like you if you're in at night, you will be able to see more things and more sets, and you'll see where the actors are. So it's a better experience in the daytime as well. I will. Yeah, I'll guarantee that. So do that. But yeah, we did trailers. But like I say, we queued up for 5 minutes, and there was hardly any queue, and they still batched us in a batch of like 16 people. And I was like, that is too. I was like, that's too much for a scare maze, like of that, like when there's specific things happening. So it wasn't the maze's fault. It was the person who batched us. Because we even said, which was like, there's no need to be in this, and they were just like, sorry, we've got to do it this way. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to argue. So, but yeah, last year survival games, I didn't really have that much of a urge to go to it because if you've done a lot of the farm parks, like there's a lot of survival game style mazes. But Stitches.
I'm intrigued to see how that runs this year. So I didn't get around to doing it last year, so
I want to give it a go. I think for me, when it comes to scare mazes, and I think probably from an enthusiast point of view, if you enjoy scare mazes, when you go to loads of events, you kind of become desensitized to the scares, and you find yourself wanting more.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I find with survival games might be quite. I prefer that something that's a bit hands-on, so they're allowed to touch you, they're allowed to grab you, they're allowed to move you and take you another direction. I enjoy that more because I don't get bored in scare mazes, but walking around, you get desensitized.
I
you
think
do loads of them.
that's why I preferred like a few years ago Thorpe's Fright Nights, where they did used to touch you.
For me, it adds more to the
it was a lot
experience.
more
I know it's not for
intense.
everyone. But
But since they've done the whole actors that won't touch you, it has become a lot more.
God, man, like
tame
back
for me.
like before COVID, mine tours, that like you say, Emma, they would like lick you and stuff. Like it was
in
the most
ear
full on.
hole.
It was
Hugged me,
insane.
picked me up,
Like,
pinned me against walls. It was fucking.
Yeah, I've had that with when Lionsgate sponsored, and it was Cabin in the Woods.
yeah.
I was pinned up against a wall with a chain. Like they literally held a chain on me and kept me against a wall for.
Do you know
like,
what
a
the best
minute.
place to go if you want a hands-on maze? Horror at Hitchinbrook House is the best one to go. If you enjoy the touching you, I got put into a headlock. I got my legs kicked from underneath me. They lay me on the
Oh my
floor and they
God.
sat on me.
Obviously, we have instead of birthday bash now, we have what is it called?
Oh yeah, what is the show? I don't know.
Lucifer's something.
Oh,
Oh,
is
yeah.
that the show?
No, it's like a scare zone / show. So where birthday bash
okay.
has been for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Where Darren, well, not Darren, Ghost Train is.
Yeah.
It's around
I enjoyed
there.
Bash.
Yeah, I think it was pretty
It was
cool.
fun.
I liked it. It's a good like little hub for Fright Nights. Why can't I bloody find it? Where is it? There we go. Found it here.
It was Lucifer's Lair.
Lucifer's Lair. So filled with devilish delights, wicked live music, and now buying entertainment. You want to miss the petrifying party, Lucifer. The only thing I didn't like about Birthday Bash, and it felt weird because it felt like the stage shows. It felt like what they have, the entertainment they have on the lawns at Towers, where they do like the same songs again and again. But then suddenly someone would come out with a baseball bat and like kick the shit out of who the singer on stage or whatever. It's such a weird.
Yeah, it basically was that.
It was like it was just odd. It was odd. But like it's a good hub, and it's good that the actors are always there. You can just walk around it, and they will just, when they're not in full show mode, they will just try and like psych you out and stuff, and it's pretty cool. Got Crows of Morecambe Meadow, Death's Doors, which is a weird one because I didn't do it that because I didn't go to last year's one, but I'm correct in thinking that you still have to queue up for it a little bit because you have to like knock on doors. So is it or is it just a free scare experience, scare maze? I don't know. It's a weird one. But I've heard like that got like a lot of queues last year just to like do Death's Doors. So it'd be interesting if they like work that kink out or whatever. And then Creature Campus, which is the Amityville High thing, just an evolution of that.
It started out with one school, became two schools, and now it's got witches involved. So
hey!
What?
My God, I'm sweating like a.
There's a law to
Why
it
is
though.
it so
It's quite cool that they're doing that,